A very good and happy Thursday morning to all of you out there across the Wobbles community and beyond. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather or not forecast, courtesy of our friends at On Target. Getting a look out here, folks, we've got an area of high pressure that's churning and burning just north of the region. Moving in the passing of a dry cold front that shifted south and east across the region. This area of high pressure is going to be bringing winds here out of the north and east as we work throughout the day. Going to be bringing temperatures a few degrees lower in comparison to yesterday. We had a good chunk of the region up near the mid 70s. We're going to be right around the mid and upper 60s for the most part. A few of us stretching up to the 70-degree mark as we work throughout the day. It should be sunny for the most part as well, but we are keeping our eyes back here on this low pressure system, churning right along the border of Montana and the Dakotas. This is going to be pulling eastward. This is going to be pulling a cold front through here that's going to transverse the region as we get into our Friday. This is going to be introducing the opportunity at a few strong to perhaps even severe storms coming along with that. And then, folks, we're talking about a major cold shot following this weekend. Could have the first snowflakes of the season falling to come along with that. We'll get more into that here in just a moment. Let's get a view across the region, shall we? And how about this view to kick things off on your baby Friday? WPBM Skycam is showcasing a fall foliage wonderland over Barren River Lake and the surrounding community there. Beautiful view early this morning. Look at those wide array of colors, folks. We are reaching the peak of fall foliage season here across our community. Looking over the Sexton Benbitter Skycam down in Gold City, Simpson County represent. Got a beautiful view over the rolling farmland down here with twilight coming up over the horizon, not a single cloud present in the sky. Temperatures have fallen and tanked overnight with clear skies and calming winds. We got early morning lows located anywhere from the upper 30s here across the northern tier of the region. We're already up to the mid 40s, however, down here around the Tennessee state line. Gonna have to deal with those winds out of the north and east as we work throughout the day. It's still gonna be a nice one out there with temperatures holding right around the upper 60s for most of us as far as highs are concerned. Let's jump over here and let's get right into it, folks, because we have got a very, very busy weather pattern that's right here on the horizon for us, so we want to go ahead and break it down. Keep your eyes right over here off to our west, okay? Remember that area of low pressure that we were just looking at? Located right over here to our west. Keep your eyes right here because this is what's going to be bringing those strong and severe storm chances. Here we are working through tonight. Here we are getting into our Friday. And I want to preface this severe weather discussion with the information that confidence is not overwhelming with this coming to fruition. We've got numerous question marks that's in place in regards to instability being able to be sustained here across our vicinity. But by the time we roll into mid-morning on Friday, this is how our surface map is going to be set up. This is going to be a typical fall-like setup where we have very high shear and low cape within the atmosphere. Landon, what does that mean? Shear is the change of wind direction and speed with height throughout the atmosphere. We're going to have loads of that, okay? But instability, the jet fuel for storms, is going to remain at a meager level, and that is good news to mitigate any outspread or any widespread outbreak. We're not expecting anything like that, but a few storms could reach or become strong to even severe. With a low amount of instability, folks, I'm not expecting much in the terms of lightning or thunder, but we'll be looking at a whole lot of winds with a lot of dynamics coming along with this, okay? So let's give you the short-term model guidance. We'll give you the simulated radar here as you're working throughout today. We get into our Friday. We got some home football games that's going on. Speaking with a couple of coaches locally here yesterday, talking about looking at the schedule for tomorrow, and it looks by early tomorrow morning, we can have a few scattered rain showers working in with the parent cold front still well off to the north and west. Here we are rolling into lunchtime, and those rain chances are going to become a little bit more apparent. Now, it is worth noting we are looking at the Euro model, the GFS model, and a few of the other short-term models have slowed down the passing of this front until a little bit later into the evening. So we're looking at anywhere from around lunchtime, continuing through early to the mid part of the evening for the bulk of the rain showers to move through here. You will notice we work into mid and late afternoon. The cold front goes through, folks, and we don't really get any real intensification of any storms until it's south and east of the bulk of the I-65 corridor, stretching from Nashville up here into the Lake Cumberland region. I think we'd have a better opportunity of seeing that strong convection get going throughout that point in time, all right? So right now we're looking at gusty rain showers for the most part. Might have a damaging wind instance, might have a low-level rotation of a stray tornado spin up. Got a very low instance of maybe a large hail occurring as well. But folks, my confidence just is not very high with what models have been putting out run after run that's going to be coming along with this. We'll obviously be watching it like a hawk as this continues to evolve, but again, low confidence is a good thing to have in regards to severe weather. Now, coming in tandem along with that is going to be pretty crazy winds here. So we work throughout the day, they will be out of the north at 10 to 20 miles an hour at times. But look as we get into our Friday. Right along and ahead of this passing cold front, folks, these winds are really going to kick up out of the south and west. And as they do, they're going to be coming up here, reaching the magnitude of 20 to 30 plus miles an hour at times. This is going to warm us up yet again. I'm going to escort highs up to either side of the 70-degree mark. Going to surge our dew points to right around the mid and upper 50s, which is efficient enough to support severe weather. But again, for outbreak material, you want to see those valuations quite a bit higher than that. But it's going to be breezy nonetheless, folks, whenever that cold front comes through here. And then as we work into our Friday evening, those winds turning out of the north and west behind that passing front, we'll have a little bit of chill coming along with the air as well. Now, folks, after we get past with this mitigated severe threat on Friday evening, eyes are going to turn to the weekend. We're going to take a look at 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head and take a look at this. This little blip of a cold front has moved through here. Watch this monster trough dig sharply down to the south and east behind that passing front throughout the weekend. Here we are looking at sunrise on Saturday. Saturday should be quite nice underneath sunshine. We will have some winds to deal with, but highs right back up to the 60s. Not going to be too bad or too shabby out there. But take a look as we get into Saturday evening into our Sunday and Monday with yet another cold front that's going to carve out and blast through here. Look at how sharply this monster trough cuts in from the Great Lakes and from the Midwest. We're going to be looking at the coldest air so far this season, and with just enough moisture lingering around, wait for it, I'm going to say it, you got the opportunity of some flying snowflakes out there in the Sunday into the Monday time frame of next week, all right? So 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head, look at that, nearly 40 degrees below zero, negative 40 degrees Celsius. That is frigid cold at the 20,000 feet up above our head, but let's mirror that with what's going to be going on at the surface at the exact same time. Whenever that trough digs down, folks, we're on this little clipper that's going to dig down here on the backside of this passing low. Going to have to deal with some scattered showers Saturday evening into our Sunday morning, and then look at the cold air advection that dives in out of the north and west. Here we are looking at late Sunday night into the pre-dawn hours of our Monday, rolling into mid-morning on Monday, on into Monday afternoon, all the way into Monday evening, and then the moisture leaves here. You all just saw it. Got the opportunity of some scattered snow showers out there. Could be light at times, folks, but we might get a little sparse dusting or coating on the ground very early on Monday morning. We will be above freezing for highs on Monday, so nothing's going to linger or hang around, but it's going to be frigid cold. We're talking about highs not escaping the mid, perhaps upper 30s. Wind chills throughout the day will be down to the 20s and the teens during the early morning. Old Man Winter making an early season appearance right here in early November, right? I don't know about you all, but I'm a fan of winter weather, and I will take all that we can get. I'm not saying that we're going to get anything meaningful, but those of you that know, all of you OGs out there, we're going to keep Old Faithful on standby right here next to our streaming platform. All right, a little bit of a tease there for you. Just didn't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let's jump over here and take a look at these short-term model guidance breakdown. Strongest severe storms possible on Friday. Wobbles community in a 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather. Can't rule it out. Maybe an isolated tornado spin up. Maybe an isolated instance of damaging wind or severe hail. Confidence is very low with this coming to fruition with the lingering cloud cover and rain chances we are anticipating throughout the day on Friday, okay? Total rainfall amount's not going to be too much, anywhere from 1/4 of an inch up to a 1/2 inch of total rainfall. Cannot be ruled out with what we are seeing here with the latest guidance, all right? Full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. We get loads of sunshine today. Northerly winds, it will be gusty at times, holding highs between the mid and upper 70s. Passing cold front brings opportunity of some strong, maybe even severe storms throughout our Friday. Ahead of that line that moves through during the afternoon. Scattered rain chances. Very, very windy, taking highs up to the lower 70s. Partly sunny and nice on Saturday. We get the other passing front Saturday night, and then the bottom drops out. Highs not escaping the mid and upper 40s on Sunday. Down to the low and mid 20s Sunday night with flying snowflakes not being ruled out. Monday is showing highs in the mid 40s. I don't know if I'm buying that. I think most of us will be in the upper 30s for highs, but then Veterans Day and beyond, we get southerly flow that'll return and bringing warmer temperatures right back into the mix for us. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning Baby Friday edition of your Weather or Not forecast, presented by none other than On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic next to final.